ate.
No.
Hmm?
Yes, I got eaten.
You got big teeth? On big teeth.
No, I got it.
I ain't say
Yeah, Stephanie? Yeah, the weights are up there. Talking about the fan? The fan and the lights up there? Oh. Got a balloon stream here. I'm working the camera right now. You see?
Turn the record.
What you doing with that tennis racket?
Why are you doing?
What are you doing?
Why are you doing?
I'm getting a video recording of you.
We make money, we eat, passion, pay attention, hustle.
T-R-U-M-P, Trump. Two peg to the side, leg to the front. T-R-U-M-P stands for the racist. You make president, Dodo. He knows he's a racist retard. He loves the beat, but the lyrics too hard. Harder than that tumor, he calls it brain. A curse for killing black babies with acid rain. Providing sending it in a semi-crack.
Excuse me.
Oh, you're talking.
Yeah, I ran into the weights, didn't I? Ladies and gentlemen, we keep it real. Brothers and sisters, we keep it real. Family out there, we keep it real. What you're looking at is a document called The Philosophy and Opinions of Marcus Garvey. This man influenced Malcolm X's father. Malcolm X's father was a Garveyite. Garvey did some great things. You all hear about Harriet Tubman and freedom slaves, and you hear about the movement going north and the so-called Underground Railroad. It was a lot easier to just go west. The second you stepped across what was known as the Texas territory, you were free. You were independent, you were emancipated once you crossed those lines. Back when the Mexicanos owned that land, what is now known as Texas, New Mexico, Arizona. That was theirs. This was during the time when it became illegal to import actual people for slavery. And so the South started making plantations that were only breeding camps because they could not go and get free labor anymore. So they decided they would just start producing it. This man organized unions because once they got into the land of the Mexicanos, They were drilling for oil in the 1800s. And so the slaves became ex-slaves and were actually doing a trade. They were doing skilled labor. They were getting paid immediately. It wasn't about trying to get your freedom papers once you got north of the Mississippi River and north of Missouri. All you had to do was go west into Texas. That was the real war between the Mexicanos and the United States. Let's find out a little bit about what this good brother was talking about. That's the man right there. It says it's edited by Amy Jacques Garvey in 2009. The Journal of Pan-African Studies. This is an ebook that I did download for free. It's available. All you gotta do is type it in and you'll be able to find it with ease and access. Download it at your convenience. Learn something. I was watching the comedian Eddie Griffin one day, and he said, you know, everybody want to call themselves African American. Well, what would happen to the NAACP would become NAAA. And so anytime they'd ask for something, the answer would always be the same thing. Just go by your name. Nah. Let's get into it. We're going to have about 2 pages worth that I actually want to read off. In this first chapter, we're going to do 2 pages. History is a landmark by which we are directed into the true course of life. The history of a movement, the history of a nation, the history of a race is the guidepost of that movement's destiny, that nation's destiny, that race's destiny. What you do today is worthwhile, inspires others to act at some future time. Chance has never yet satisfied the hope of a suffering people. Action, self-reliance, the vision of self, and the future have been the only means by which the oppressed have seen and realized the light of their own freedom. Life is that existence that is given to man to live for a purpose, to live to his own satisfaction and pleasure, providing he forgets not the God who created him and who expects a spiritual obedience and observation of the moral laws that he has inspired. There is nothing in the world common to man that man cannot do. The ends you serve that are selfish, which take you no further than yourself, but the ends you serve that are for all, in common, will take you even into eternity. It is only the belief and the confidence we have in a God why man is able to understand his own social institutions and move and live like a rational human being. Take away the highest ideal, faith and confidence in a God, and mankind at large is reduced to savagery and the race destroyed. A race without authority and power is a race without respect. Criticism is an opinion for good or ill, generally indulged in by the fellow who knows more than anyone else, yet the biggest fool. There is no criticism that calls not forth yet another. The last critic is the biggest fool of all, for the world starts and ends with him. He is the source of all knowledge, yet knows nothing, for there is not a word one finds to use that there is not another that hath the same meaning. Then wherefore do we criticize? Fear is a state of nervousness fit for children and not men. When a man fears a creature like himself, he offends God, in whose image and likeness he is created. Man, being created equal, fears not man, but God. To fear is to lose control of one's nerves, one's will, to flutter, like a dying fowl losing consciousness, yet alive. Ambition is the desire to go forward and improve one's condition. It is a burning flame that lights up the life of the individual and makes him see himself in another state. To be ambitious is to be great in mind and soul, to want that which is worthwhile and strive for it, and to go on without looking back, reaching to that which gives satisfaction. To be humanly ambitious is to take in the world, which is the province of man. To be divinely ambitious is to offend God by rivaling him in his infinite majesty. Admiration is a form of appreciation that is sometimes mistaken for something else. There may be something about you that suggests good fellowship when kept at a distance, but in closer contact would not be tolerated, otherwise it would be love. Religion is one's opinion and belief in some ethical truth. To be a Christian is to have the religion of Christ, and so to be a believer of Muhammad is to be a Mohammedan. But there are so many religions that every man seems to be a religion unto himself. No two persons think alike. Even if they outwardly profess the same faith, so we have as many religions in Christianity as we have believers. Death is the end of all life in the individual or the thing. If physical, the crumbling of the body into dust from whence it came. He who lives not uprightly dies completely in the crumbling of the physical body. But he who lives well transforms himself from that which is mortal to immortal. Faithfulness is actuated by a state of heart and mind in the individual that changes not. No one is wholly faithful to a cause or an object except his heart and mind remain firm without change or doubt. If one's attitude or conduct changes towards an object, then one has lost in one's faithfulness. It is a wholeness of belief, overshadowing all suspicion, all doubt, admitting of no question, to serve without regret or disgust, to obligate oneself to that which is promised or expected, to keep our word and do our duty well. There are but few faithful people nowadays. We're going to end with that right now in this session, and we're going to pick up a little bit later. One love, one heart. In the Arabic culture, they don't say God, they say Allah, our Creator. That word God means deity. We're not looking for statues. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about the Almighty Creator that made all things. The one who set forth what is just, what is true, the provider of all blessings. Brother Cade, tell us, what does that word God mean?
Zues.
Now, we really bowing down to Zeus, or we really calling out to Zeus when we want our help?
Yeah.
So we shouldn't even say God, because I'm not praying to no Zeus.
Nope.
I don't believe in no man with no beard with some robe is taking care of me.
That's it. Allah don't mean Zeus. There's not no word in the English language that equal Allah.
What is it, 99 words, and that still ain't even enough?
Not none of the English. English ain't doing nothing. English is a heathen language. I can show y'all something right quick. Hold on. Show y'all to my dictionary.
We're going to put it on pause for a minute. Big
Okay.
Brother Cade is going to give us a few selected words and their meanings. He's going to show you something. Signing off. We'll be right back. That's some good country. I play country music sometimes on my Facebook list.
African, Arabic, Asian. Arabic. Blues. No. 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 What kind of country? Bluegrass country?
Bluegrass is alright. That's them fiddles. Now let's remember something here. Just like I'm not supposed to play the ouds because of the scimitar. Thing is, we are gin hunters. Am I correct? In order to get the gin, you have to play the music. Some of that music's pretty good. They call it bluegrass because it's the country style of what they do for the blues that we know.
I'm gonna take this out.
I need you to save that when you get to a save point because we need to finish this cipher.
Trip hop is your music?
Yes.
Maybe one more. Easy listening?
You like Lionel Richie?
Hell no.
That's your answer to that.
All our country, y'all. You know what that is.
The rebel style. Hold on. Electronic. Let's give respect to yo. I can't get the word out right now.
Dubstep.
G-Raws. No. No. Go back.
Electronic.
Electronica. Electronic. Shout out to G-Raws.
That one?
Electronic.
I need to put Arabic in there somewhere.
How often do you play Rukia?
Trying to think though. There really ain't no such thing as Arabic music.
That's right. That's why I asked you that question directly. Your producer is G-Raws. Shout out G-Raws. That's why I said you need to play Rukia on your site.
Yeah. How long is the trial period? 90 days, 30 days?
About 90 days. Let's see what kind of fan base you can generate. break out your book and give us some words.
Not lose my shoestring, girl. My shoestring, girl.
Come on, we want to crush this in about 20 minutes so we can have our breakdown. Bismillah. Shukran Allah. Amen. Silah Sheh. Come on, you're distracting yourself. Let's do this.
Daddy,
Yeah.
Daddy, up here.
I need you to speak up a little bit too when you talk, alright?
That wasn't be a good word to give them.
We'll start with God. Break it down. We'll talk loudly.
Everybody ain't ready for that word.
Start with God and break it down because it's coming right out of what we was talking about with Marcus Garvey. Start with God and break it down. And please speak loudly, brother.
That's all I'm only gonna do one word.
Choose your word then. Let's go. If you're going to be doing the call, if your name is Bilal, give it to him loud and clearly. Let's do this.
Zeus.
Shows,
Zeus,
shows.
the presiding god of the Greek pantheon, ruler of the heavens and father of other gods and mortal heroes. See DEIW in appendix. Good dictionary. Y'all need to read this.
I need you to show me the cover page later on when we get done, where it shows the publication and everything else, and copyright. It's a reference point. DEW, you say?
DEIW.
Thank you.
For all y'all who want to shine, Zeus means to shine, and in many derivative sky heaven. God. Zeus means God. Name of the sky god. Germanic. Tiwaz. Tig, god of war and sky. Tuesday. Tyre, sky god. Tyr. Latin, Deus, like deuces. God, deity. Decide. Defeat. Deism. Adu Jos. Latin, divus. Divine. God, diva.
Daddy,
All these words mean Zeus. Fortunate, blessed, divine.
here.
All y'all talking about y'all blessed? Y'all praying to Zeus. Dives. Moon goddess, Diana. Diva. Divas, God, devil.
Daddy,
Theodore. Hold on, Stephanie. You gonna learn this stuff too. Julian. Name of a Roman jinn. Zeus. Old Father Jove. Almost sound like Jehovah. Yes. God of the bright sky. Jupiter. Head of the pantheon. Zeus. 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 Dioscur. In Greek, Delos. Clear. Psychedelic. So God means psychedelic.
Trip hop.
Huh?
Trip hop.
Yeah.
They call me Peter Pan, but my name is Bonty Pan. Look it up.
Crazy. The Olympics. Y'all watching the Olympics now. I'm on some redeeming. All the heroes are the children of Zeus. Zeus was married to his sister. Zeus is the father of, what's that man's name? The ones that's made out of animals.
Centaurs.
Centaurs. So that means Zeus had sex with women. From his children.
Have sex with animals.
Yes, so if the superheroes have sex and have kids, that's incest. That's the difference with Islam and religion. Religion, you depend on Zeus. Islam got the prophets. Religion got heroes. Islam got the Garden of Eden. Religion got Old MacDonald Farm. Muslims pray to Allah. Christians pray to Zeus, even though they don't know it. But if you go into your Bible, in the book of Acts, at the end, they give a shout out to Zeus and all the Olympians. That's why the world is like it is now. Abraham was a Muslim. If he was here now, who would he fight against? And who would he help? Who would help him? I ain't got to answer the question because y'all already know. He fought against Sodom and Gomorrah.
Tell them about them other 5 kingdoms that are listed with Sodom and Gomorrah.
The cities of the plain. I really don't know their names because there's not no Bible in this house. But I got one for y'all. Bulgarian. What do Bulgarian mean? That's the language we speak right now. And there's a reason why we speak that. Because this is their favorite language. Booger. Vulgar. A sodomite. A contemptible or disrespectful person. Slang. A fellow. A chap. To participate in buggery.
Buggery.
To practice buggery with. Bulgar. A heretic. A Middle Dutch bugger. From Old French Bulgar. From medieval Latin bulgaris. A Bulgarian.
Daddy,
Uh-huh.
that's my cage.
I know, that's why I learned this stuff so I can keep her away from some boogers.
What are you doing?
A Bulgarian. The Eastern Orthodox Bulgarians were regarded as heretics
Watch out.
because they are the sodomites. That's the language we speak.
Watch out, Stephanie.
That's why it's easy to cuss people out in English. You can call them some words they don't even know what it means, and all of it means something crazy. If you get married in the name of God, you get married in the name of Zeus. It don't even count. If you wrestle means for 2 men to have sex. What else? Fun means to fondle. So to fondle a kid is fun in Indo-European. Water means urine.
Pass water.
Life means liver. Because these same people who you listen to thought the liver was the heart. They thought the liver produced the blood in the body.
That's
It was
why.
all the way wrong.
That's why they say your liver makes me quiver, and then turn around and use the heart for the symbol for love.
Now you know why half of your problems you having them. Man means werewolf in Indo-European. Not man like us, but they word for man means werewolf. It's all in here. They don't even make these dictionaries no more.
Hey, can you show me that copyright and edition page, please, sir? Cade.
Look at that. This is a bad dictionary, boy.
Show me the copyright right there, right there, right there. I need that copyright printout for the year. That's it.
I got one more for y'all. The word love.
Give it to him.
Love means booty. Pretty. To love. Y'all see that? Now we're going to drop down here. It's going to take us to another word. REG1. Bam. REG1 means rectum. So to love somebody is to want to get in their rectum. The Indo-European.
I even got to change up the text that I use in my freestyle. I wasn't saying that when I was giving shout out to Lightfoot. I wasn't telling him anything about his rectum. I'm giving him respect for what he's done and accomplished. When I said I love Lightfoot, I was not saying I love him in that fashion right there.
Let me see. No, one more. Oh yeah. This is about your homeboy. Jesus Christ. Gree. To rub. A derivative of GHER3. Germanic. Grizz. To frighten. To grate on the mind. In Old English, grizzly. Terrifying grizzly. Germanic. Grim. Smear. In Middle Dutch, grind. Grind. Extended from grizz in Greek, crime. To anoint. Chrism. Christ. Christian. Christmas. Christopher. Not a good word. The man's name was Isa. He was the Messiah. Messiah is an Arabic word, not Indo-European.
Tell him, Bilal, tell him.
That's why I have no friends no more. Because I had to leave all you crazy people alone.
Tell him, Bilal.
They say that most of the people going to be lost due to...
Yep, your mom is coughing. We want her to get better.
Go get her.
What are you cutting?
That's why most of the people is lost because of lack of knowledge. They won't read no more.
What they say, if you want to keep your possessions, hide them in a book. This is why.
Because niggas don't read. Trying to think of one more word I can give y'all before it's time to close up my book.
You thumped them on the head enough. We still
I got one for y'all. Hold on.
What you got on that cipher, Bilal?
Here y'all go. Come on. This is what y'all people looking like before we got them right and taught them something. How to clean up. These are Europeans.
Wait, go back. Go back to the first one. And what we really gonna do, y'all seeing a little snap. This right here, we're gonna stop at that one right there because they seen a couple of pages. The cipher ain't over. I'm giving y'all an introduction to what really goes on in the mind of a black man.
That's a real witch. Them the real Canaanites. These is real pictures. Ain't none of this fake. You can look it up on Google. It'll show you. Type in that word right there. Almost all European babies born with a tail. They cut it off. This was a real lady. When she died, they embalmed her and her baby and kept them in a museum all the way up until about 100 years later. They just put her in the ground. This man's son killed his mama because his legs is like a dog. They killed her when he came out. This man, look at his daughter. I know you looking too step, I ain't never show you this. I know. This is gonna be your book after I'm gone. Here she go right here. You see what's on her neck? A cross. A Christian.
Yes, ma'am.
No, this.
There's some crazy looking pictures, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
No.
This is where y'all boy come from. Swine. The pig is the offspring of the bat, the cat, the dog, and an aardvark.
Hold it still.
That's why the pig and the aardvark looking like, look at it. That's what y'all eat.
Hold it still.
That's why you have so many diseases, don't know where they come from. That's bacon. Skins and pork chops.
Hold on, let me get them words over the other side. There you go. This day have I perfected for you your sentence and completed, what does that say?
Grave.
To you and made pleasing for you Islam as a sentence. But whoever is compelled by hunger, not inclining willfully to sin, then surely Allah is forgiving, merciful. Allahu Akbar.
I ain't never got that hungry.
Inshallah. We gonna pause on it right there. We need to go and get on this a little bit of an exercise program for everybody.
Yeah, they invented the swine to eat the bodies of the lepers. That's the man who wrote this book.
Bismillah.
Every 100 years, somebody gonna come along with some sense. And this is what it's called.
People of the cave. Bismillah. Allahu Akbar, inshallah. Mashallah. Sayyidullah.
They was gonna try to kill me to get my book. Wait, where y'all go? That's leprosy.
We're going to come back and visit each one of these subjects one at a time. Just want you all to know what's really going on. You can get spooked about it when you go to church. You can get knowledgeable, get wise, and be conscious about yourself. All you got to do is actually find the right text and read it. You don't need somebody to sit there and talk at a podium trying to charge you some money when you can get your knowledge for free. Spend some time. Prayer takes three things: the thought, the spoken word, and the action. Tithing takes three things: your time, your talent, and your treasure. If everybody gave 2% of whatever they have, then there would be no one needing anything. Bismillah. Inshallah. Allahu Akbar.
Look at that, Mr. K got all the big books. That's the same book here Houdini used. It's a real life magic book.
Let's close it out. We're gonna be right back. I gotta show you what to do with some resistance training.
What, Daddy? Daddy?
It's a fight club. I love to do battle. I represent the real. It's a fight club. I love to do battle. I represent the real. It's a fight club.
I want to live for free. You cannot have my 85,000 watts tick, cause I don't have no money. I want to live for free. You cannot have my money. The G.O.D. must be grand because it's still gridlock. Collection of the checks, stop my mouth. The G ain't block. Cash out my crotch. Some of you heard the story about Buddha. Some of you have seen children and grown men go into the monks of Shaolin. When they get there, they have to actually shave off their hair. They take their vows. There's 10 vows. Most of them only take 9. Buddha took all 10. They asked him what he wanted to change his name to. He was a prince of a kingdom. Can't go into the full story of Buddha right now due to knowledge. You go research it. He changed his name. He said, what do you call yourself? He said, Amitabha. That means all compassion. That's in the Chinese language. In Japanese, it's Amitabha. What I'm about to show you is an exercise that the Shaolin monks do. First thing that you would start with, as a matter of fact, what I'm showing you right now is resistance training. Most of the time I would do this free hands. That's so you know just how much weight I'm working with.
Stephan,
Yes,
what
Stephan?
are you doing?
I'm doing some exercises.
That's the time to be sleepy.
I should be sleeping, but not right now.
Oh.
This is the time to be awake. I'm about to generate my energy, which means the first thing I have to do is contact those 5 energies from Feng Shui. That is wood, stone, fire, water, and pneuma. Pneuma is intelligent gas that is also electricity. We just got through talking about the fact that no, we don't worship Zeus. Same way that Ibrahim sat on the hillside and figured out, no, I can't worship nature because something made nature. So you put all the elements together and you recognize that those elements came from some source. They tell you to recognize your higher power. Your higher power is the creator of all things. In Arabic they say Allah. First thing that you do when you start, you face towards the northeast. Put your hands together as if you were about to pray, as most people would do. And you focus outward and you say, Amitabha. While you're saying that, you're focusing on all compassion. You bring your hands down here, because now you're focusing on bringing those 5 elements into the triple one. It's Asian medicine. Normally you would do this outside so that you would be closely rooted to the ground. Underneath me right now is concrete, stone. I'm holding iron in my hands. We got trees outside. It's been raining. There's water. Fire. My brother and I, we know what to do with fire. Electricity, our bodies run on it. He and I both are mostly kinetic, mostly moving around at all times. Most of y'all are potential. You want to sit on your duff without doing stuff. I'm not going to go through and do it all as in the real way that I stretch. This is just a resistance exercise, so I'm not going to hold and do all the 3 breaths and repeat it 3 times. I'm just going to go through the form so that you understand. After you gather that energy, then you do your stretches through your body. There's a reason why you look to the right and the left. There's a reason why you raise onto your toes. You can start by doing both. And then you also just raise on one foot. It's a hard balance, especially when you got weights. Make sure that you breathe in deeply every time. You also do a stretch to the heavens. And bring it back down. Make sure that you stretch one. Make sure you do that on the right and the left. When you get done with that, prepare yourself to go into the horse stance. There's different ways, there's different widths. Wing Chun, horse stance. Kung Fu, horse stance. This is what I'm most comfortable with. This is the archer. Yes, Stephanie.
What are you doing?
I am stretching and doing exercises. Stir forward. Clench the fist with anger.
What are you doing?
That's the mechanics of the 1-inch punch.
Why you do this? Look, I see paper.
Be quiet.
There's a technique that I call the doorknob. You reach forward and grab, and you bring it this way. Reach forward and grab, bring it that way.
Daddy, look. Mama.
There's the crescent kick.
Mama.
Make sure when you do your kicks to always
Go
touch
there.
or tap
Go.
something. Make a complete connection. No, I didn't make a clear and present connection because I don't normally work with these. Touching your toes releases energy out of your back. As I go into the bow stance, I will also do snake creeps into garden.
That's Daddy. Daddy. Daddy, let me do this. Daddy. 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 Daddy.
Be quiet.
Daddy, let me have it.
Look.
Daddy, let me have it.
You also bend backwards. You can feel your lower back pop when you put the right amount of pressure on it. From here, I'm in a wider stance than I need to bring it in for me. Tiger plays with the ball in the heavens. Cade Eskrima. Tiger plays with the ball on earth. Tiger takes the ball to the water.
That's me. What's that?
Bring it back in. The yogi tree.
Daddy. Daddy, be my baby kid.
Into the scorpion kick.
Daddy.
Into the bodhisattva. Into the child at rest. Same thing. Mirror's reflection.
Daddy.
Finally, Resistance upwards. Resistance down. Bring it all back in. Reach back into your triple warmers. By now your Kundalini is aligned. You have energy within your body. And so you release.
7.
You send it back where it came from.
Step.
Close. We made it tough. Just one more part to this. Everybody does Salat. Everybody does some sort of prayer, or at least you should. I'm going to show you a quick routine on how to do that. There's only one true judge, our Creator. I normally do 10 push-ups right there. Prophets and teachers all knew have spoken of ways to raise and reunite those to bring them back who have fallen off the path, to follow the way of our Creator, the one that some in Arabic call Allah. Those who are on the path are greeted by the messenger. The messenger is sent by Allah. There's only one judge. We give thanks to our Creator. We move and work within the Creator's will.
What's going on?
Thank you for allowing me to do your will at all times. Excuse me. Thank you for giving me the chance to show my energy. Please help to multiply my energy to do your will at all times. Amen. Silha Ashe. Thank you for your time.
Good work out, brother. I'm gonna do something fantastic for him. Levitate.
That's all they need right now.
Meditate, levitate, appreciate. Just don't defecate.
And always repatriate.
That's right.
This is the son of June Bay. This is Control Fist. If you are a stick fighter, or if you know Kali is Krima, when you meet another, you greet like this.
I want to show them how to work these. Catch.
Anybody that you meet, you greet them with our Creator's peace. In Arabic they say, Assalamu alaikum.
Stephan, say Assalamu alaikum. Say Assalamu alaikum. That's good enough.
Always give praise and respect to our Creator, Allahu Akbar. Inshallah, it's been Allah. I mean, Salah Shay.
Stephan, show them how to pray. Come on. Come on. Do it. Like y'all cooperate.